and welcome to Gentoo. I'm Mackenzie Doherty, and are you ready to dust off that disc and continue your saved game? Yeah, I'll see myself out. But anyway, this is your source for all things video game and tech related. Let's start things off with this week's up-and-coming releases. You can look forward to seeing these titles and many more released throughout the month on your favorite platforms. So there actually aren't that many games coming out this week, and one of them is just for one different console. All but one of these games are coming out September 18th. Insurgency Sandstorm for the PC. This is the third installment of the Insurgency series, developed by New World Interactive and published by Focus Home Interactive. This is a tactical first-person shooter. There will be new game modes designed for vehicle gameplay, competitive matchmaking, anti-cheat and ranking systems, and interaction with the environment by way of climbing ladders and breaching doors. Undertale for the Switch. Now, Undertale has been out for like 5 years now on PC, but if you haven't heard of it, it's a traditional role-playing game with just a tiny exception. There is an option for the player to not kill anything and have a pacifist-only gameplay. And of course, you can just go around killing all willy-nilly, but in the end, that could be your downfall. Blind for the PSVR and PC. This game puts you in the shoes of a young woman who had woken up in a strange room, and she's almost lost her vision. She uses echolocation to reveal the world around her, as well as being led by the disembodied narrator, Warden. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country for the Switch, and this game is coming out on September 21st. In this game, you guide a group of legendary warriors on a tragic journey through history that doomed a kingdom while also driving a hero down a 500-year dark path. You'll have to defend yourself using the refined battle system. These games and many more will be releasing throughout the month, so be sure to keep an eye out for them. Up next, check out Bits and Bytes with Madalyn.
Sup? Hello and welcome to Bits and Bytes. I'm your host Madalyn and my guest star.
Hey guys, I'm Becca.
First game this week is
Tomb Raider.
Alright, what's the adventure in Survivor?
So that's like easy, medium, hard, like those are just your...
Okay, what's easy?
Tomb Raider. What is it you want?
Let's go. Why is everything... Well, son of a bitch, Clyde.
Oh no, take cover, take cover.
Run, run, run. Screw it. Okay, no. I feel like I was, but you know what? It didn't tell me to jump. How do I? Everybody go. Jump.
Oh. Yeah, I think you were supposed to jump earlier.
We died.
Ooh,
Jump wall too.
Scramble, jump. How do I? Keep pressing. Oh. It was nice knowing you.
Girls got a lot of lives, if we're being honest. Okay, yay, my favorite part. I hate this part. Break. Yeah, I don't know why you thought this was gonna be like sturdy. Ooh. So this game is kind of like button spamming. It's fine.
Then you'll start for like...
Am I supposed to jump?
Oh, nope.
Oh!
Dang, son.
So...
You definitely have to jump onto that. Not there, because you just... Yeah. Ooh.
Have a nice fall.
And not quite like that.
Bet she disappeared.
She gone. Third time's the charm?
I don't think that's where I'm supposed to jump.
I don't. You're jumping at too much of an angle. I think you have to jump straight forward. See, we're getting the hang of this.
And jump. Oh! I literally didn't! Dang! It's fine. I freaking knew that floor was gonna go out.
Spike trick.
Oh! I pressed A! That is this week's of Bits and Bytes with Maddie and Becca. See you next week.
Thanks, Madalyn.
You're welcome.
For those of you who still play Monster Hunter World, their third seasonal event will be beginning on September 21st. The Autumn Harvest Fest will give you not only a set of new quests, but will also have special Halloween-themed items and equipment to get your hands on. During this event, the Celestial Pursuit will be adorned with colorful autumn and Halloween-themed decorations. You also will receive 2 lucky vouchers as part of your daily login bonus and 1 Autumn Harvest ticket. In order to craft the new Autumn Harvest Fest gear, you'll have to collect enough of the Autumn Harvest tickets. Capcom also said that almost all previous event quests will be available, as well as a handful of event-exclusive quests. Limited time bounties will rotate daily that will earn you either Harvest Fireworks or Autumn Harvest tickets. Facilities also will hold sales during this event, along with special seasonal platters. And the most important thing that you can receive during this time is the Pumpkin's Revenge costume for Poogie. Oh, and the handler will also have special clothing. We will continue after some commercials, but first here's Aaron with Fluid Fighting.
Many games offer players escapism in the way of a power trip. One of the most recent releases to do so is Sony's Spiderman for PlayStation 4. Released a week ago, the highly anticipated video game promised the thrill of stepping into the shoes of New York's own friendly web crawler. The idea of swinging through the streets of New York is an enticing one, but only if the game controls well and offers up ways to creatively traverse the environment and combat foes. In these areas, Insomniac Games took cues from their previous titles such as Sunset Overdrive and Ratchet & Clank and delivered in droves. The player is supplied with mechanics that are easy to pick up and be successful with, but not until the hours start counting on the game clock do they really start to show their depth and open up new ways to tackle encounters and move throughout the city. Now, in the way of general traversal, most of your options are opened up from the very start. You'll unlock a longer jump and a double web zip, but the swinging is the same throughout. Your biggest change will be in personal mastery of the controls as you learn the intricacies of web zipping and running on the walls and all that good stuff.
You did that facial tracker on your own?
Yeah.
So seeing as you are Spider-Man, you have access to your webs, and with those you can swing throughout the city, you can zip straight to buildings in certain points, or even pull yourself through certain objects such as water towers and bridges and other things like that. It all flows extremely well, and it's all extremely fluent. This applies to the combat as well. This is some of the most fluent combat I've seen in any game. Spider-Man features combat popularized by the Batman Arkham games. The free-flowing combat where you jump from enemy to enemy, dodging out of the way with a button press as an indicator, which in this game is his spider sense, appears above his. For a combat system that is so easy to pick up and play, and that starts out as quite a button masher, it quickly evolves into something much more in-depth and enjoyable for someone who likes to put the time in and learn all the great moves you can pull off with your titular hero. Spider-Man involves many different gadgets that add into the combat as well, such as web bombs, spider drones that can help you out in a pinch, and even blasts that'll lift enemies into the air and keep them there suspended so you can throw them into other enemies or join them and throw them off of buildings. The added traversal options and swiftness of Spider-Man help separate it from the aforementioned Arkham series. Here, we're dealing with a level of speed and agility not present in those games at all. Spider-Man was the perfect character for Insomniac to deliver us a deliciously dexterous experience. Spider-Man is one of the most well-controlled games I've played, and even now, I can't wait to go pick up my controller and start swinging throughout the city again.
Welcome back to Gentoo. I'm your host, Mackenzie Doherty, and you just saw Aaron with Fluid Fighters. Insomniac Games has revealed that a new Game Plus is on its way for the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game, so you can't be sad any longer. Now, we don't know many details on what this mode will entail, but according to a tweet, it sounds like things might be close to a completion. Now, if this mode is like most new Game Plus updates, there won't be much in the way of new content, but you'll be able to restart the game with all the upgrades and suits you had at the end of your first completed game playthrough. In starting over with all your old gear, you'll be able to crank up that difficulty sooner, if you want to, because your Peter Parker will be all beefed up from the beginning. So while it doesn't seem like there'll be much more to it, you'll get a chance to start the game differently and, in some people's opinions, better. Now it's time for Monkey Plays with Cody.
What's up, guys? Cody here. We got Monkeys Minecraft Adventures. We're doing a Let's Play with my boy Will in Rare's phone. So we're just gonna hop into this world, see what we can find. Gosh dang, punching cows takes forever. Dude, I swear, unless I'm tripping, I swear I've seen a battleship. I'm tripping. No, it is a battleship! I wonder if you got any chests on me. There's a door? Chest? Oh, only feathers. Another chest. Oh, food, potatoes, bet. Oh my gosh. That's a city. And there's a mine shaft right next to it.
There is a lot of like potatoes. Oh, there's hella potatoes.
Hella carrots. Oh, bet. I hope you didn't check this place. Oh, bet ski. I got a saddle. Hey. Alright, we need to find some beds and sleep here so when we die, we immediately spawn here.
That's stupid.
Oh, don't let him in. Y'all can go out there and die.
Yeah, okay. We don't actually have enough. That's stupid. You can only die the white ones.
Huh.
All of them are in here. Whoa.
I'm about to kill them all. You can trade with them usually. These people keep coming in this house. It's making me mad. Did another one just... Where'd you go? Oh. That dude sounds kind of big. He has a... You're not even gonna drop the shovel, buddy?
Why, bro?
I'm just gonna end the episode here. We've found a lot. We've explored. So yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Hopefully, the next episode we can get some beds on another episode of Monkeys Minecraft Adventures. I'll see y'all.
Thanks, Cody. And thank you for watching Gentoo. I'm Mackenzie Doherty. Stay tuned for Project Delta. Gentoo and Delta are each week, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. And you can watch our content online at facebook.com/Gentoo8 and on KNWT's YouTube page. Now, before we go, check out Heavy Hitters with Nathaniel Cochran.
Welcome to Heavy Hitters, featuring Nathaniel Cochran. In Heavy Hitters, we take a look at some of the baddest mothers in video games, ranking them against each other to find out who dishes out the most damage. This week, we're taking a look at Doom Guy from Doom. Doom Guy, aka the UAC Space Marine, aka the Doomslayer, is the main protagonist of the Doom franchise. Not much is known about the backstory of Doom Guy. All we need to know is that he likes to kill demons and that he does it well. There have been many different versions of this so-called hero, from the first Doom's release back in 1993 all the way to his new game coming out in 2019. But this week we're looking at Doom Guy from 2016. Doom Guy has several key abilities. Firstly, Doom Guy is physically powerful. This dude is cut. He is able to carry many massive weapons such as the classic BFG, which stands for Big Friendly Gun, as well as a handy-dandy chainsaw that tickles his enemies into pieces. Doom Guy is so strong that he can rip demons in half with his bare hands. One of his other main abilities comes from his armor. Doom Guy's Parator armor allows him to enhance his already Adonis-like abilities through the force we know as Argent Energy. He takes the power of hell and makes it his own. When exposed to Argent Energy, Doomguy can increase his health, armor, or how much ammo he can hold, turning him into a demon-killing machine. The last thing that makes Doomguy such a bad mamma jamma is his weapon proficiency and upgrades. Doomguy is able to upgrade and evolve his weapons by showing the demons his skills. Each time he gets a fancy kill like a headshot, he gains points that he can spend to improve something about his weapon. When his weapon is fully upgraded, Doomguy is able to make better use of it, dealing massive amounts of damage. How I prefer to play as Doomguy is to focus on glory kills, running around to all the stunned enemies and ripping them into tiny, gory pieces. Each time you get a glory kill, you get a little bit of your health back, so you're rewarded for going in for the kill rather than staying back and shooting. I would give Doomguy 10 out of 10 fists just for his sheer power alone, but his skill set isn't that diverse. All he does is run and shoot, so I'm knocking him down to a 7. I'm Nathaniel Cochran. Keep watching for Project Delta here on Gentoo.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another super exciting season of Project Delta. I'm here, Dalton Spies, with the legendary Mitch Bomberger, controlling our Spider Boy today.
That's me, yep. I'm controlling it because I got the remote. And yeah.
Mitch, how you feeling today?
I feel all right. About to take down these baddies.
That's good.
For reasons.
Good. If I'm being honest with you, I have to tell you that I don't feel so good, Mr. Bomberger.
Mr. Stark?
Oh no, not Mr. Stark.
Stark, I don't feel so good.
So we're here with the new Spider-Man game. Everybody loves it except for me because I only have an Xbox, so I don't get to play it. So I just get to sit here and watch like a...
I'm not very good.
I get to watch Mitch be not very good at this game, but oh man. So Spider-Man, probably like top 3 Marvel heroes right now. You know, of course you got Captain America who's #1 because Go America. Behind him, you got Drax. Drax is a definite solid #2. And if you think he's not, if you think Drax isn't, you're wrong because
all the characters,
you can't see him right now because he's standing really still, but he's like right behind us. So
I don't think that's true though.
Then you got Peter Parker, the legendary Spider-Man. We're heading to this base right now because Mitch is totally neglected to fight any bases at all throughout this game, which I've been told is very important, especially when it comes to unlocking new costumes.
I'm just a little boy, so I don't know how to play games. So
Mitch is very inexperienced when it comes to video games, but I'm here to help him because
I need a guide.
I'm the guide. I'm like Indiana Jones, and we're going to get the crystal Spider-Man suit.
Is Spider-Man your favorite character?
I just told you who my favorite characters are.
But besides Drax, I mean...
Besides Drax and Captain America, yeah, Spider-Man's pretty cool.
I thought you were just saying, like, those are the coolest characters, but favorite are different.
I mean, technically, but that's okay. It's the exact same tier list. But when you think about it, the #1 thing that comes into making a superhero is your original birth name. And the best way you do that, you gotta have the alliteration. You got Peter Parker, you got Bucky Barnes. There's a third that I had in my head, but I'm totally blanking right now. So you got 2 out of the million superheroes. That's pretty good if you ask me. But so here we've got Mitch going up against this base of bad guys, looking like he's having a real fun time, using his spidey senses. So Mitch, how many hours have you put into this game so far?
Oh, probably 10.
10 hours?
Maybe 10, probably 15.
That's pretty solid. What were you, like 40% into the game already?
Yeah, 40%. So
that's not bad, especially.
It's not even a week old though. So.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta. The toughest choices require the strongest wills, and the tough choices: do your homework or play Spider-Man.
Thanks, John Brotha.
And Spider-Man is definitely the best choice when it comes to this situation. So obviously, of all the nice videos of Spider-Man I get to watch and not play, I get to see that there's like 50 different suits in this game. So what suit are you rocking right now?
I am doing the Spider-Punk, I believe it's called. It's the cool hip suit of the time.
Of the 2000s?
Yeah. Actually, I have a few other suits.
Okay.
The Scarlet Spider is probably one of my favorites.
Scarlet Spider, the Spider-Man looks like he just got done like at the gym. He's rocking the hoodless or the sleeveless hoodie.
Yeah. Actually, he doesn't even use the hoodie, which is a bit of a ripoff, but you know, it happens.
Well, it's not even raining. That's what the hood's for, is for the rain blockage.
Of course, because it's kind of weird for a guy to wear a hood when he's web swinging.
You did mention earlier the loading screens, how it shows whatever suit you're wearing in the loading screen when Spidey's doing his little, you know, just shooting his webs all over the place. I think that's pretty neat. Like, loading screens are something that are an innovation that people like normally don't take advantage of, especially like, I know the Dragon Ball Z games used to do something where you could like put your hand on the stick and just like rub it in circles, and they'll have Goku in the bottom right corner like eating some rice bowls or something. It's a little thing, but it's cool, and it makes it so you're not just like there sitting on your phone while your game's loading for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to just focus not to die, and it's not working very well.
Just drop a med kit or drink a chug jug or something, right?
I don't think you can just drink a jug, but you have a little thing where you can just press the down arrow and you just automatically get little health every once in a while, which I don't remember any Spider-Man character ever being able to do very easily, but you know, hey, video games.
Well, can't you just, I'm sure in a true emergency you would call in your auntie to just make you a nice little home-cooked meal just right there in the middle of a mission.
That is true, but you know, he's been doing this for 8 years in this game, so she's not exactly the motherly figure, or I guess she still is, but not taking care of him on a daily basis.
So of course, the number one thing I would love to talk about when we talk about Spider-Man is all the nice things Sony has done for Spider-Man, which in turn has been very nice to me. First of all, you've got Spider-Man 3, Peter Parker dancing with Tobey Maguire. That's probably #1 moment of all time. I forget which Spider-Man it was, but they had Macho Man Randy Savage starring as Bonesaw. Bonesaw was definitely ready, if you ask me.
Nowhere.
Also, Spider-Man 2, they had Doc Ock, who terrorized me as a child. When I was asked if I wanted to watch that movie, I said, sorry, no thanks, I'll take a pass. Doc Ock's a little bit too scary for me.
That's fair. I mean, I always thought Green Goblin was scary, but you know, he was talking to himself in the mirror. That was a little creepy.
Oh, who doesn't talk to themselves in the mirror?
Well, I don't know how you know I talk in the mirror, but you know, that's a little creepy that you know that, but...
Mitch, I know you better than you know you.
That's fair. I mean, most people do. I'm pretty...
I noticed this is like all these bad guys coming at you in waves.
Yeah.
Which is...
I've never done this kind of mission
pretty
before.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm glad that I pressured you into doing this to make some good content. It's really turned out well.
The thing I have noticed, oh gosh,
is how you just got smacked.
I do notice that like Peter Parker's
doesn't feel so good.
He doesn't feel so good, but he's definitely fine with pushing people into bullets in this game, which is like, oh, I mean, it's not exactly killing them if you don't help them when they're.
Is Peter Parker like that though? Is he the I won't kill you kind of guy?
I mean, he's just a kid, so I mean, I don't think he's going around.
He's been doing this for 8 years. I mean, you gotta kill.
I mean, you can easily kick people off of rooftops, and it's like, oh, that's
He doesn't have the Batman superiority complex where he's too cool to kill anybody, you know.
I mean, if Batman won't go down that line, why should the colorful?
Because Batman is a billionaire. Do you know how much he has to lose in a lawsuit like that?
Do you know how much a poor kid has to lose?
Not a whole lot. What's he gonna do? Go to prison and get 3 square meals a day?
Well, I mean,
well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Make sure to tune in next week for more Project Delta and more Gentoo. We'll catch you next time.